Hey, what's up? Welcome to Space Couch. My name's Brian. I think we're live. It's always such a hodgepodge, cause with all this cosmic interference from like aliens and Thanos and Guardians of the Galaxy, and I haven't seen it yet, but yeah, not like So, before we bring in our guest, I'm going to plug the amazing Space Couch Pillow, still available at Zazzle.com/Gothicles. If you're going to be in space, why not be comfortable in space? And let's just do one more systems check here on the Space Coucharoo. Goodness gracious. I don't believe all this happened last time. Why are we not going live on Facebook? That's okay. Let's check YouTube. You know what? We'll just get it later. Okay, so we'll do that. We spent way too long with the illustrious Planet Damage trying to get the feed to work. This will go up shortly. Ladies and yeah, like space dust and okay. I'm just gonna tell the Facebook is. And okay, so ladies and gentlemen, once again, welcome to space. I am very, very excited about our guest, all the way from Boston and Earth, because we're totally in space. We're in space. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome MAN1K1N. What's up, guys? Oh, Skeleton Powers! Oh, no.
Hello. How's it going?
Oh, it's going great. I see you've gone keto or something and have lost a great amount of weight, Mr. Bale.
Yeah. You know,
Thank you. It's been I'm on a diet. On a big
been
diet.
trying out a new diet.
Yeah.
Word.
He decided to try out this nice little hook attached to its head.
Okay.
You know, it's a special occasion.
Right.
I think this gives me more stage presence.
You know what's?
We've had our first beheading here on Space Couch. It's oh, you had me.
He's always.
I know. It looks like me. Well, that's our mic stand actually.
This is how we treat.
I was gonna say
For the band.
All right.
If a skeleton was fronting the band and had a rib cage like mic stand, that's weirdly cannibalistic in a way, but I don't know. Maybe we'll have to figure out the economy of skeleton rock. But speaking of rock, Mannequin, what's up, guys? Thank you. Welcome to space.
Thank you for having us.
Very excited to talk to you guys. Boston's very own. We will get into it in a second, but let us know a little bit about your sort of sound and where Mannequin's coming from.
I'm gonna start. I think it's gonna be me.
He's gonna start.
What? I'm gonna start.
I'm still drinking my coffee.
Yeah, he's got to drink his tea or his coffee or whatever you're drinking. So, well, we got together like a couple of years ago, 2-3 years ago, and Evil. It was essentially his project first. He kind of brought up like the concept of the whole band, but it started off like as a trip hop kind of a thing,
Oh, really?
and him and I started collaborating a little bit more. My influences are a little more like synth pop, more like modern EBM kind of stuff, and then I still listen to like like 90s, 80s, more like electronic music. With him, he kind of takes it back a little bit more, with like
big into more of the 90s influenced industrial, a little bit more of the 80s.
Okay.
I mean, our influences really range far out of what you might even think that, might be the cliche for what we're.
I dig it.
Like now, like I might be listening to Phil Collins and getting, inspiration from there.
Yeah, I listen to a lot of Katy Perry.
Yeah.
She's my favorite.
All right.
Oh yeah.
Cher.
Oh,
A lot of range. Wow.
yeah. Like I'm not. Yeah.
You wouldn't know it.
You wouldn't know it. You wouldn't know it. A lot of it, yeah. Obviously, for me, a lot of the stuff comes with the drums. I like playing like, I follow a lot of the drummers that play for a lot of the big pop stars. So I like to like lay some things down like that. That's kind of where I start with like my music writing process, and then Evo makes it all atmospheric and grungy, and then that's kind of how we go about writing our music.
Nice. That is very exciting.
Yeah.
Like.
It's like- in some ways, it's like you give birth to a child. I don't know. I guess you would be the egg.
I would be the egg.
So you would be the egg, and
What came first, the chicken or the egg?
And then
in this case, the egg.
I'd sperm it up a little bit, and then
Right. Yes.
person. But then we split up as parents. And then he teaches the child one thing, I teach it something else.
The child goes through a bunch of trauma.
Yeah,
Right.
it grows up, becomes resentful, and
Yeah, other eggs pick on the egg.
Yeah. Right. And
horror story.
That's how it
totally.
gets.
And then the eggshell that goes on to star in that Front 242 Headhunter video, but they're shooting it on that boat that Cher did that track on, where she's not wearing pants. So it's all back to this mannequin crisscross.
I love that dance, that turn back time dance.
Turn back time. I couldn't think of it, but thank you.
Is that
That's the one.
is that like before my time?
It's before your time.
Before my time, yeah.
We'll have to turn back time so you can see Cher dancing on a boat with a bunch of sailors. And,
Yeah.
He does enjoy If You Believe in Life After.
Yeah.
He believes in life after life.
Yeah, I like to think that we try to squeeze that Cher in every time we're about to go out on a night out.
Yeah.
We're gonna hit.
Right.
Well, we get pumped with some Cher, man. That's how we get down.
Well, I thank you for sharing your time with me. I'm the first person to make that joke ever.
I see what you did there, and I liked it.
Sly motherfucker.
I am very excited for this first Mannequin single we have out now. Anthrophobia. Really cool. Fucking, like, I want to take like a shower after I listen to it. Like, it's really dirty. And
Then we've done our job.
Yeah, right.
nice.
We did our job. If you feel gross after it, perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, but like, total rock and roll. Like, I think you sprout like a leather jacket if you're listening to it. Like, you just kind of like, where'd this come from? Like, you're wearing one.
Yeah. And really, what I feel like we gotta pay credit to our ghost producer.
Oh yeah.
That really like brings some of like the tracks that we're working on, and just like blows them up. Like we do like all of the writing for the for Mannequin, and then towards the end we've been working with our producer Matt. He lives out in LA and he plays with some other bands, and he's a whiz.
Yeah.
He's amazing.
Yeah. Man's a genius, and he just takes what we give him and he just brings it new life. He understands our vision, and it's working with him has been seamless. And
Yeah.
been bringing out the rest of our tracks, and we're really excited to when we finish our EP over the summer and put that out. He's working on some tracks right now to finish up, and once we have that,
Yes.
and all of you will have
All of you will see it very soon.
Fantastic. Well, shout out to Matt. Shout out to Ray and Old Ass Retro Gamer who made it out to YouTube. I need to figure out my Facebook connection because we're multicasting and sometimes not all 4 streams work. But thank you to you guys for finding us on YouTube. Speaking of showers, that cover of your single is gnarly. That must have taken a day to do.
It was a whole day. It was a whole day.
Yeah, actually, it was a whole day. We got a lot of stuff done during that. It wasn't like the day that we did that. We did like 3 or 4 different shoots.
Yeah, we did 3 different shoots, and two of them, a couple of them were for promotion, but most of them were for the actual album art.
Word.
And we still have a lot more to put out. But once more things from the album start coming out and the EP comes out, we're gonna have accompanying things to go along with it. That'll have the artwork that tags along with the music. So they'll go hand in hand. But it's it was a fun day of shooting.
Awesome.
And again, like it's also like another one of the people that we're like lucky to work with. Our good friend Anthony Grissetti.
Okay.
I don't know if you've heard of him. Tony Grissetti. His work is amazing.
All right.
So, yeah. So we met up at this like warehouse. It was like his parents' warehouse or something.
Nope. It was just a warehouse.
Oh, it was just a warehouse? Okay, it was just a warehouse, but it was a functional warehouse, not an abandoned warehouse as you would typically think an industrial. It was a functional one. So it wasn't like warehouse. Decrepit, we weren't possibly fall through the floor. Yeah, but we did like a few shoots. That one was the last one, obviously, because then the cleaning up after that, would have been a bitch.
Yeah. And the idea, the concept actually for the clay face, that was Anthony Grissetti and his partner Cristian Adams.
Okay.
Cristian Adams was the makeup artist for the evening. We did our makeup prior, but he put the mud on our face.
Yeah. Right. For the listener, they're covered head to toe in like thick mud. Like there's.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. Well, it was pretty much like that. Like it wasn't just my face he was putting it on. He put it on. Yeah, my chest.
It went.
And woo!
Yeah, it was good. And then it was even more fun taking it off. Remember when we went outside and I was like hitting you with something?
Yeah, we were. I don't know.
It was because he was covered in it, and I was kind of like, all right, how are we gonna get? Because it's like everywhere, like in your hair. Right. Like you don't have super long hair, but when you have, I don't know if you've ever had long hair. And
I have. But
it just.
Yeah, but it just gets stuck. It looks like we had dandruff for like the rest of the and
because even when you put the clay on us, we had to hold still until everything hard all over us.
Until it got really hard.
And then when it came time to take the pictures, we had to just basically make a bunch of ridiculous faces to make the clay crack on our face.
Jesus.
And
yeah. So once like the clay started cracking, and after we were done with the photos during editing, we could use like the negative space of the clay to go ahead and make the album work or the artwork look the way that it does now. So it was like, we were lucky to work with Tony because he had like a really good concept, and I'm hoping that we probably shoot with him again in the next year. No, definitely will.
Absolutely, and actually, and our team is actually one big family that goes way back. Actually, because Anthony and Matt, that we previously mentioned from California, we've all been really good friends for a long time. So we're not just plugging them because they're our friends, but they are just amazing artists.
They're just like they're just like in their own right. I respect them immensely as what they do.
Yeah.
Matt also he does guitars for this band A Trigger Within.
Okay.
They do like more like new metal stuff too. Just shout out to them because they have some really cool stuff. Check them out on YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
And you guys haven't checked out Tony. I think it's Grissetti Art on Instagram. Definitely check out some of his work. It's really, really great.
Okay. Well, with all that build-up, speaking of build-up, and not just the clay on your faces, let's do the 30 seconds of the Anthrophobia video, if that's cool.
Oh yeah, right.
So this isn't out yet. This is like some premiere shit, right?
Yeah.
Oh yes. Okay.
Yeah, we haven't put it out
where's
yet.
Where's the confetti?
Yeah, right.
All right. Okay.
Confetti, get in.
Space confetti. We'll edit in some space confetti. I mean, we'll
It'll do. It's good.
We're like stars. The stars are our confetti here on Space Couch. Science fiction is trying to get into YouTube. It's YouTube. Figure it out, dude. All right, here we go with this.
Roll it.
Roll the clip.
Hate to cut you off, but I'm gonna smash it back in now. And do you like that, Space Couchketeers? Oh, I forgot to say my catchphrase at the top of the episode. Call the spaceships to Davenport. There, I got it. Science fiction is in the room. What's going on? Tiger Squawk Records own. Back to you guys. That was dope.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You filmed that with where was that? Is that in that warehouse you mentioned?
No,
I fucked that up.
No, it's a different warehouse that was. No, it actually was still functional.
Yeah, it's a sort of like an art commune.
Oh, word. Okay.
In Rhode Island. I don't want to give away their name just in case they don't.
No, it's totally understandable.
If you asked me, I would have no fucking idea. I just know that it was a warehouse and there was a lot of cool shit in there. I won't say what it is, but it's cool.
Okay.
The director of that video, her name is Soyoon Cha, and you can catch her at Soyomoyo Productions, and she makes a lot of independent art with. How do you describe her? She builds torture machines, and she tortures people.
Yeah.
And makes really unique art that is fun if you are a masochist, which or a sadist.
Yeah, right. Some of you guys are like just hanging around.
It's beautiful, beautiful work she does, and we worked with her on that video, and the basement we shot in of this warehouse was fucking cold.
Cool.
Yeah,
unbelievably cold.
We shot this in like 18 degree weather.
Yeah.
Oh no.
We thought there was gonna be space heaters.
Yeah, we thought that was gonna be like if you see like in the video and you see like fog and shit, that's just like our breath.
Yeah.
It's,
big things of.
That's just us breathing.
That's how fucking.
That's a good effect. I mean, it sucks, but it's a good effect. Yeah. Oh.
No, it was brutal, man. Like we shot for like a good like 6-7 hours.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
it's the worst.
Because every time we had to like shoot, we had to like move my whole drum kit, and then we had to move the like our speaker so I can go ahead and monitor like the actual.
Right.
Everybody else could also hear it, you know, and then like the lights. We use some of the lights that we use when we go on stage and we play live too. So
yeah,
we moved to like 2-3 different locations. Not that many, but like setting it up and everything, you know, it just takes a while.
Yeah, it took time.
To say nothing of being freezing the whole time, it's like, okay, 3, 2, 1. Okay, everybody look badass. Go. And you're like, I want to die. It's cold. Like,
I know, and I was in, and at least everybody else, mostly for the most part, were covered in clothing. I had.
Right.
He was dressed like a slut.
We did.
Yeah.
The Gossicles did a show.
I had stockings, basically. That's it. I had just a full body stocking and a corset. That's all I had on.
Like,
it was cold.
All right, here we go. It's time to sell this. And oh man.
Yeah.
Props to you. I can't tell it all. I just
Actually, that reminds me. I think I saw one of your music videos recently.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh my god, this is so much fun. Why haven't I watched this before? I forget. It wasn't. You don't have a video for Otter Time, right?
No, I didn't do that one. Like.
Oh wait, no. There's a fan made video. I saw that.
A fan made one, yeah.
Yeah, but no. There was one that it was actually you, and it was like you were in a beach.
Oh yeah, there was. I get dinged for interviewing myself on these, but so I'll keep it brief. But there was. Do you remember when it was like 5 years ago? It was the cool thing to do like these industrial dance videos, just like around town, like in in one of those LA like rain gutters or whatever.
Yeah.
And a guy did one to a Gossicle song, And like he had like a weird commercial on like Adult Swim. He was like kind of a minor celebrity. But he did this dope dance video to a gospel track, and I couldn't think of an idea for a video, and so I just emailed him like, "Hi, we've never met, but do you want to spend a weekend like making a video with me?" And he's like, "Okay," and then I just get on a plane like, hope this dude's not an axe murderer, and then the video turned out like, great, and
it was so much fun. I was just kind of like, this is great. Absolutely. I would wait. Nobody rollerbladed in the video, right?
Not to my knowledge. Like, Take 9, yes.
Just something else, right? Because I would totally rollerblade to your music. Prime roller.
That's maybe the nicest thing anybody's ever said. I would rollerblade to your music. That's so wonderful.
The 90s.
Yeah, right. Bring it back.
Yes, nothing brings back that 90s industrial sound like rollerblades.
Oh, absolutely.
Totally. Yeah. Oh man, we'll get a big old fishtail skateboard, and it'll be the best.
Yeah.
When I am on the Earth there, in my brief stays on terra firma, I reside in Boston. And Mannequin is also a Boston thing. Is there any Boston-y or New England-y element to your music, or is that a little bit highfalutin? Or is there a global community?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
No, our environment definitely plays a big role. With the mood of our music and everything. It's always fucking cold here.
That's true.
And, you're always, there's plenty. The atmosphere, like woods, like going out. Like I love, like going hiking with my girlfriend as much as we can. Like just like the aura of New England definitely helps, like my mood. It really more inspires me, And like whenever I go out or we might be outside. That's one of the things that I like to do, and because I get stuck and I can't like really write anything. But yeah, no, like it's definitely a thing.
Interesting.
Yeah, growing up in New England definitely sets the something about just the history and New England and just the I don't know, the seasons.
Honestly, I always there's the season
and seasons are a big thing. Like and I mean a big part of it is something about the winter and being influenced by that. When it snows, this might sound silly to people who don't understand this, but when it snows, that there's a particular kind of quiet that happens.
Yes.
Like in the winter, like as the snow falls. I don't know, just moments like that, just walking through that alone.
I just got chills a little bit.
Just that kind of atmosphere that just sort of encompasses New England when you think of like growing up here and the season changing. Makes Halloween that much more fun.
Interesting.
It does. Interesting. Yeah, you always forget how much like history there is here.
Yeah.
Like last summer, like Leah, my girlfriend, and I, we went out to like Plymouth Rock. It's like, oh yeah, shit, that's over here. That's in the state. I forgot about that. You know what I mean? And
that's
just like
cool.
like Salem. We spent a lot of time too. One of the bands that I really like that I still haven't seen live for some reason that it does a really, really good job of capturing like the New England vibe is this band called 1476.
Yeah, 1476. They're good friends.
I don't know. Yeah, he's good friends with them. I know Rob, isn't he, right?
Yeah, Rob.
Yeah, but I still have never seen him live. They're so
Rob
good.
And Neil. Yeah, when it comes to capturing the essence of New England,
that
band really just captures it. It really just.
I have some homework. All right.
Yeah. Absolutely. They do it really.
Definitely check out their latest album. I can't think of it off the top of my head right now, but it's their latest adventure. But it's a masterpiece. It really is.
Awesome. I will check because like I was in Chicago for like a million years, and I'm coming up on my first year of living in Boston. And
I'm glad you're one of us now.
Am I? Okay.
You're one of us.
I'm trying so hard, and I don't know if I've gotten there yet. But something about describing Boston as the quiet of the first snow is really sticking with me. Against a brick backdrop, because holy crap, is brick popular. But that's just what I'm noticing. Speaking of New England and New England companies, Cristian, you are something of a magazine celebrity now. You noticed?
Where's a pen? We need his autograph right now.
Yeah, where's my pen?
I
think I was actually telling you a little bit about this when we were leaving the show. Health.
Yeah, we just saw Health and Youth Code in.
Yeah, which was fucking awesome.
Dude.
So good. Oh man, the show was so good. But anyways,
Sonic Cannon, like Cyborg, the superhero's got the Sonic Cannon. Like that was that dude's drum. It was just it was just like blown back like the Matrix.
I think Cyborg should definitely be a drummer. Absolutely.
Right? He's
an
totally
industrial drummer.
Like that Justice League movie was so bad. Cyborg just needs to start a band. I mean,
he needs to leave Justice League. That band failed. It's done.
Oh
no.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, like before I get into the music thing, like one of the things that made me like Health way more now. I always like to see how bands with acoustic drummers like mix themselves with like the tracks and like all of the electronic elements, and they did such a good job, like such a good job.
Yeah,
that's what really like the light show was so good. But yeah, no, that was such a good show. That was awesome.
It's a world I don't know. I'm getting off base a little bit, but I'm super curious because it's like I've done acoustic drums like a couple of times in Caustic, but with an electronic band, it's like a different planet to me. Pardon the pun. Like, is that tough to do? Like
it's not that it's hard. Well, okay. I feel like there's some important variables.
Yeah, it depends. It depends on what you're aiming for and
yeah. Like
what you're doing.
Like I feel like for example, like with the gothsicles, like I wouldn't think you would need one.
Right.
Because you do like such a great show on your own. Like the tracks are loud, everything's pumping, there's so much energy, you don't need it. But then there's like bands like that do like to have acoustic drummers, and I feel like the venue and the speaker system that you have available to you is really important for you to like be able to blend those two things together and have it not sound like shit. A lot of the times what ends up happening is the acoustic drums are too loud and they overpower the mix.
Right.
So it kind of throws things off. But when you're playing at a place like the Sinclair or Brighton Music Hall, when you have like, sound engineers that are fucking, really, really good, you're gonna most likely end up sounding, pretty fucking solid because they know what they're doing. So I think it just really depends, like, and typically bands like this end up playing at smaller venues, when they're starting out. So it's like you gotta kind of work with what you got, But it's really, I think a lot of it has to do with the venue and the speaker system they have available to them. And again, and also having a drummer that doesn't like overplay and then setting up your tracks. It's way easier to not have a drummer. So you're doing it.
But when it hits part of the fun.
Also, it depends on what you're trying to, what type of band you're in.
Right.
I mean, like with our project, we can be really aggressive at times, and then sometimes not. But if Cristian wasn't on the drums playing acoustic drums mixed in with an electronic sound, there's something about the way those two mix. Having that acoustic element and then you have that electronic element to give it that extra accent on whatever he does. It just really brings full circle the sound. And especially when if that element were absent, it would miss the exclamation point on the tracks, like as we play them live on the performance. Anyway, it would be missing that element. Whereas if we were more just electronic,
like four on the floor stuff, a lot of 16th note hi-hats,
then it wouldn't matter as much.
Yeah, and like there are some like some really good like Boston acts like our buddy like in Morris Black.
Yeah.
Like just kills it, you know what I mean? He doesn't have a drummer. Like his music doesn't need one,
It's just him up there.
Exactly, and he just rocks it,
He nails it.
Yeah, he nails it. So
especially for what he does, is you listen to his stuff and you can't help but want to dance.
Exactly, yeah. So I feel like it really depends, and also like the budget too, because I know like VNV Nation, like I saw them recently. They have a drummer. Do they need one? Absolutely not. Like their music. But like the show was so much better because they had that and they have like the production, ability to make it that good, you know. So and with the light show and everything. So yeah, it really depends on the band. I feel like.
Word. Well, that actually segues quite nicely into something I wanted to ask about. Is Anthrophobia indicative of what we might expect from this upcoming release from MAN1K1N?
Mm-hmm.
Like, what's that going to sound like when we get the full thing, or an EP, or whatever we might have?
It's going to be split up into 3 chapters. So
cool.
Our first release is going to be chapter 1. Then following that will be chapter 2 and chapter 3. And what we're going to do is we're going to have different sounds to go along with the each chapter. So with each chapter will have a different feel to it.
Fucking cool.
So whereas Anthropophobia might have this certain element to it of separation and deep look within the persona of yourself, the next album might have a different feel to that. It might feel a little bit lighter at times, maybe more introspective in a disassociative sort of way. And so on and so on and so on. But yeah.
Yeah, like I feel like one of the challenges that we're like facing now more than anything is that when you keep making music for such a long time, and sometimes you sit on some songs you may have for a while, and you keep evolving as an artist. So now we're kind of like gathering the songs that we feel like really just scream MAN1K1N, and also kind of like wanting to put out those songs that also like show where we're at now musically. Because again, like 2-3 years, 4 years for an artist, it's a lot of time for growth.
Can be.
You learn so many new things, especially like, I play out with a few other bands, and you learn some new things. You get more inspired by them, when you go out. And that's another thing that I love when I'm out on the road with like those guys, especially because you get different perspectives of how they write, and it just makes you want to come home and write more music, so. But yeah, no, like right now, like we have a single that we're like waiting to get back from Matt, and we're hopefully for like a June or July. And and actually we're I think we're gonna get a remix. I just got word back from somebody, and we'll be more information soon.
Woo.
But yeah, I think did I tell you about that?
What?
I told the world before I told him.
You keep secrets from me.
Yeah.
It's all right.
Yeah, but it's going to be different than this past release, like the one that's coming out in June. It's definitely going to be a little more that's going to be a little more dancey.
Cool.
It's not going to be as like it's still going to be big, but it's not going to be as atmospheric. So you'll get to see like a different palette of like the kind of genres I'd like to tap into.
Wow. I mean, damn, you do have a lot of range.
It's a little bit. It'll still keep its atmosphere too.
Yeah. No. Yes, it will.
But
super good.
That element won't be gone.
Your chapter concept is popular on the chat room here, so that's cool. And looking forward to that release. I brought this up, and excuse my smash cut, but just to not leave the participle dangling. Cristian, Cristian, you did. You're working for Elasis and appeared in some dope ads. Might we see your lovely countenance grace future magazine pages in the future?
Honestly, like most likely, and like I was telling you, like when we were leaving that show, man, we digressed like crazy from that question earlier.
That's all right. That's the Space House magic.
Yeah, so we so I was actually I was walking. It's a 2-floor building where we work, and the bathroom upstairs was like all occupied, and I really had to like go take a piss. So I was like, all right, I'm just gonna go downstairs to like the first floor bathroom, and I'm walking in, and like these guys are like walking around, and they just point at me, and they're like, what about him? And I'm like, but what about me? And they're like, hey, do you want to do a photo shoot? We have this new product coming out like in a couple hours. I'd be like, yeah, let's go ahead and do it.
That's awesome.
So I was like, duh. So we there's a performance room in the building, just because we need to like test things and like sometimes do promos or do like live video features with artists and stuff like that. So we went in there. There was like a whole setup, with like amps in the back, how you would use. It was for the Akai Force that came out in January. So they were like, all right, look cool. I was like, all right, I'll cut my hair so I look cool, and yeah.
That's all he's got to do.
Yeah, no, yeah, it came out super awesome.
Actually, I feel like that's how he's got a lot of things in his life. Actually, that's how MAN1K1N started with him. I was looking for a partner, on this project. And I had found him on the old Facebook, some pictures of him through mutual friends.
Sure.
Then I saw him playing. Well, I think you were playing with Transdusk.
Yeah, I was playing with Trans.
He was playing with Trans.
Oh, nice.
Then after the show, I came up to him and I was like, "You look cool up there." I was like, "You want to be in my band?" And apparently he was like, "Yeah." And then we became.
Oh man, you were man of a kind. That's my joke. It was
a story from there.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, the story continues because you guys have some amazing gigs coming up, including opening for the 69 Eyes.
Yeah.
That is so cool.
You're coming to that show, right? You gotta come.
What is that? Tell the people when that is.
We'll teleport you from space.
Right.
I know you have space business, but you gotta come down.
You can come back. You can come back to Earth.
Myself and residents of Providence should go to check. It's in Providence, right?
It's on May 17th, which is
May 17th.
Which is also my birthday.
It's his birthday.
What?
You gotta come.
You're invited to my birthday.
Oh, that's amazing. Awesome.
All invited to his birthday. Turning 500 years old.
Yeah, I'll be 1,000 years old.
Wow.
It's been a long stretch of life for me.
Vampire genes. Well, mannequins don't age. You just get that plasticine sort of veneer. But that's gonna be cool. Are there other live shows we the people should know about?
Well, there's definitely there's a lot of things cooking.
Yeah, I hear you.
Really comment on right now, but
yeah, I mean we could we'll say this. There are some batches of shows that are in the works.
Okay.
There may be a couple of shows over the summer. But we actually have one show that we're about to announce for June.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's in stone. We're just gonna go ahead.
We have a show with a local band, Lucis.
Nice.
I don't know if you don't know who they are, you should definitely
they're
them up.
They're great guys and gals.
Fantastic. I'm
getting frontman.
Yeah, right.
And, front woman.
Awesome. Okay.
Yeah.
And she's absolutely beautiful and gorgeous and
we played I don't know if whoever was at the show when we played with them back in December. It was Morris Black for that show. Yeah, so that show, it was Morris Black. So this show, it's going to be Mannequin, Lucis, and it's going to be our good friends, Attraction to Tragedy. They play more around. They play around these parts that we never play shows together, and I never see them play, in this kind of scene. So I invited them out. I felt like it was going to be a good show, like a good bill for us all to do together.
Yeah.
So doing that in June, and then there's some good stuff coming in the fall, so we'll keep everybody posted. It's coming. It's good. It's cool things happen.
Awesome.
It's going to be really
exciting.
Actually, this goes back to a question we never actually really answered. As far as
we're good at that.
Let us digress. About the Boston sound, as far as how we relate to it, there really aren't too many people around this area doing exactly what we're doing. So it's hard to fit us into what would be described as a Boston. I guess we're just
like it's weird. Whenever we go out, we like to say we're from Boston area because this is where really mainly when we play, or I play with other bands. But recently I see there's electronic shows that are around, but we're more of an electronic act, we're a little grungier and a little more rough around the edges, in a good way. And it seems like it just becomes harder to do bills with bands that are a little more polished EBM where people are just dancing, you know what I mean? So it becomes harder to place, but honestly, it feels it's a good
it's a good thing because we can we're pretty malleable in the way that we can fit in with a lot of different projects. So you can put us on a night with where it's maybe more of an EBM project like Morris Black, and we'll fit in just nicely. You can put us in a project with maybe a local metal or heavy metal or rock band. We'll fit in just nicely there, depending on how we rotate our tracks. So I mean, we're pretty. So in that way, we're very bendable.
That's awesome.
Bendable.
Yes,
Bendable.
you're
Flexible.
Yeah,
right.
like
Stretch those legs, baby.
You can just hear that train.
We're getting a little lewd here. We're sorry.
Yeah.
That's
We're
not,
not-
no. Well, I mean, you know, every moment you fight the vastness of space that's trying to kill you out here. So I appreciate any levity I can get from the cold
Yeah, man,
vastness of
you're in danger. There's like
constant danger. I mean, that's why it's a couch, just so I feel a little bit more, safe.
at least I was so excited when you showed us the or you were promoting the space couch pillow. I didn't know you had pillows.
Yeah.
Now pillows and you have pooper scoopers
Yeah. Well.
for
Yeah.
kitty litter.
Yeah.
Yes, I saw the pooper scoopers.
Well, like.
Amazing.
I ran out of like space in my closet. Because like I obviously love black shirts, but it's just I ran out of space, so it's like somebody else. I think shirts for a large segment of the population may be at diminishing returns, and we went on tour with Angel Spit for like all of 2015. I noticed that everybody had a cat that we stayed with, and then I went, "Ha ha! I can put my logo on the side of a cat shit scooper and print those out." And we do D&D minis and just started making cool little altar things.
Yeah, hands down, some of the coolest.
Well, thank you. Yeah.
Hands
Because
down.
I mean, who else has?
Well,
exactly. Who else has that?
It's we did the Gothic cruise to Alaska.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Wait, what?
Oh, we
was
did. That was bonkers. It's like
Tell me how bonkers.
You're on like a cruise
Tell me
ship.
how bonkers it was.
We're losing our head.
It's just going to pieces. I have a bone to pick with you after the show. I don't know if you've ever been on a cruise. I hadn't, but like being on a boat with just you can't see land, but you can see like giant glaciers, and it's because it was the cruise to Alaska, and then you're playing in like on a boat, and we had to do like our songs about Aquaman and shit, but that was pretty amazing. And we were gothsicles for real, like with all the glacial ice. But the point that I brought it up just because the other band was Stoneburner, the side project of Ego Likeness, and he said, "You want to have something that people can buy even if they don't know your band." And I was like, that's fucking smart. So like that was the real genesis of all the insane merch, but. Speaking of branching out and the branding of things, I'm now going to exercise some of my magic powers.
Yes.
And I have just.
Sorry, I think one of our
difficulties.
chairs almost just broke here.
Well, that's shifting gravity here in space can do that.
You didn't tell me of these dangers.
Right.
Asteroids and the such.
Let me. You were mentioning Stoneburner, and I just want to chime in on that real quick.
Yeah.
If you guys haven't checked out his new album, it's really fucking good.
It's the best. It's the best.
It's really good. Steven does it again.
Belligerence. Technology implies belligerence. Check that out. I have given you. We have now entered a magic world where your musical influences have created like a board game, and so like your classic old school like whatever you get it for Christmas board game or not, but it features the mannequin musical influences. Please tell me about this board game.
Oh, absolutely,
Damn.
absolutely. So
that's a hell of a question.
So we'll have a spinner.
Yeah.
A little spinner, but the spinner is going to be a little tampon. A little string, and then that's all I got.
That's all you need.
Okay, so the spinner is a tampon.
Yeah, so we got a tampon spinner.
Yeah. Okay.
And do we have like?
You got like one of the pieces has to be like a skeleton, like that guy.
This would be helpful. I would probably be much better at this if I played more board games.
That's all right, because it's like that could be the name of the board game. Is the spinner's a tampon? That's all it is. Like how do you?
Oh, actually, you know what? You know that game with the pie? Have you seen that game with the pie?
Yes,
and then
yes.
That goes.
Right.
So I want it. We'll invent one. For mannequin, where you just it'll come with a bag, like like one of those toxic bags that you get from the hospital with like
right. Biohazard.
Yeah, biohazard bag, and we'll just have a menstrual package in there.
Yeah.
And you take the template, and then we play that game. Buyer beware.
Yeah. Awesome.
There you go.
And
I feel like that sums it up.
Yeah, and it'll just be meant to you're taking like a personal approach to music. Music can be dangerous.
Yeah.
Right. Music can be dangerous. That is definitely the tagline. Look for that this Christmas. And
buy it for all your kids.
It's like a bag of blood and a tampon.
Yeah. Right.
I think that's a fun game.
Have you ever seen Evil host any club nights? All of this would make sense.
Okay.
I also throw tampons out at people during live shows.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, that's genius because there's a new expansion every month.
Yeah.
Nice.
That's true.
Yeah.
Sometimes used, sometimes not used.
Sometimes heavy, sometimes light.
Right.
What time of the week the club night fell on.
Yeah, right. Okay, this is getting...
And you could use the spare ones as little, like tea bags for wine. It's just great.
There you go.
Vampires love it.
I am learning on this episode of Space Couch that Mannequin has range. You got all fingers in many pies, fingers in many biohazard bags.
Plenty.
So, Mannequin can you can do the following. All or any of the following. You can, if Mannequin was an animal, a D&D class, and a roller coaster, tell me about what that might look like. Not all at once, or maybe.
Oh, well, yeah.
We got this one.
Okay.
Oh, are you thinking of what I'm thinking about?
Yeah.
Okay. Yes. Okay. So wait. So was the question what kind of roller coaster we would have?
Yeah. If you like conceptually like the Mannequin like energy ghost or whatever.
Okay.
Turned into.
Well. We're gonna talk about that, but we're gonna segue because we actually I think it would be modeled after the roller coaster that him and I found on the side of the highway.
Yeah, it wasn't
what?
And we decided to go on.
It wasn't quite a roller coaster. It was, when you go in those little like side carnivals that you see, you're driving around, you're like, oh,
totally.
Cool. Well, this one was just. It was just off this really
it was
place.
weird. It was like this random ass little carnival we found on the side of the road.
And it was like a churchyard.
Yeah, it was like the back of a churchyard, or we're definitely gonna go in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so we go in, and it's I think it was called like the salt shaker. It's like one where you get inside and it just kind of spins you around like this.
So it would be that, but maybe like a dry shampoo bottle.
Yes.
We used a lot of dry shampoo,
Absolutely.
especially the Dove dry shampoo.
Yeah,
we're not getting paid to advertise Dove, but we use a lot of dry.
But if Dove would like to sponsor us,
okay.
We're in some right now.
Yeah, we are wearing some right now.
All right. So.
But yeah, anyways, we're moving along with the story.
Dry shampoo.
We get on this little roller coaster thing. We hop on, and we're like, "Oh, this is gonna be fun." So we get to the top of the thing we were on, and we could feel
this
the cart
did not feel safe.
It did not. It felt like the bolts were falling off of the sides. Shit. So I just look at him and I'm just like, dude, is this fucking thing actually fully intact? Yeah. Because it was this bumfucky little carnival went to. So we're like, it was awesome. It was good because not only was it a good thrill because it was a roller coaster thing, but because I thought we were gonna die.
Yeah.
It was fucking horrible.
An even better
way.
An even better adage to that story is when we came down for the as it does its loops, it pauses as you get near the conductor, whatever guy, the technician who's rolling it around, And after we just had this conversation about wondering if this thing was actually safe, we obviously say to the guy to make it go faster and to just kick us into the high gear as high as he can go.
I think it started raining too.
Yeah, and it was raining.
And it started raining.
And then he just okay. And then
Yeah.
he sent us up there,
That's
and we
awesome.
afterwards. But it was
Montessori, what's up? Thanks for finding us on YouTube. Sorry, they make you pay extra for Facebook. I must have not re-upped my account or something. That's on me. But this will go up on Facebook. People are just kind of finding the.
Oh no!
YouTube.
Oh wait, it's not going on Facebook. It's just on YouTube.
No, it's only streaming live on YouTube. It will totally go up on Facebook. But
you don't take space credit.
I don't know. I must have fucked up.
Did you
my
max
account.
out your space credit?
I probably. Oh, it's Ralph. What's going on, Ralph?
Oh, by the way, did you get us those space rockets you promised?
Yeah, those are coming in the space mail.
Okay.
They might, there's like eddies and like the curvature of space time might fuck it up a little bit, but those should be there.
All right.
But like,
well, can we pick it
No,
up? Can we pick it up at this station here, or can we get it through Earth?
It's alright. It's alright. I'm used to it because I always have to wait for this motherfucker to show up wherever the fuck. So.
I live outside. I live in a different space time.
Yeah, he lives in a different space time too. It makes him like 2-3 hours late sometimes. The thing.
Mr. Vale has his own time.
So
right.
I have patience.
Yeah, I sent it through like a Lovecraftian other dimension, so like that may. I tried to save a few dollars and went with like a really yeah. I mean, because now I gotta if they're gonna gouge me for the extra Facebook live feed that I thought I was paying for, but in any case,
is it on the Twitch account?
It's on Twitch too. This is going.
It is. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I put the link for Twitch on our Instagram.
Awesome.
So.
Well, Twitch can comment live as well, and VK if you're a weirdo. Those sideshow carnivals are the best because it's like
they are, man. Yeah. Like it's almost like they try, and then it's like it still comes out crappy.
Right, like this.
But that's part of the.
But I like that. It's like it gives,
totally right.
It gives it character, like if you didn't feel like your life was on the line when you're going on one of those things, it's not gonna be
right.
That.
Like. I mean, not only is the chance of me getting food poisoning from this $2 arepa very real. Like, Six Flags or something like has insurance. This is like some dude, the carnival. Like this could all go south really, really.
It could all go south.
It makes the experience that much more thrilling because if something goes down, who are you gonna? Who do you call for?
That's true.
Right.
I'll tell you this.
We'll just pack up and leave.
Yeah, right. You're just kind of like, oh shit.
We'll get you help. We'll be right back.
Yeah, we'll be right back.
I mean,
we have to move these things.
Yeah, right. They pack up the circus and they leave and never see them again, man. Circus life.
Yeah. After we literally move the scene of the crime away. They have
a mobile. That would be the name of the carnival, like a mobile scene. No.
Actually, I would like to have a.
I had a thought and I lost it.
I would like to have a carnival called Shaggy.
Shaggy.
If anything goes wrong, it wasn't me.
Oh, nice.
That was a Brian joke. That's what I'm gonna start calling them. I'm gonna start calling them Brian jokes.
That's amazing.
Yeah, you pulled the Brian joke. Holy shit.
Daniel Roth, I love it. I was going to posit Mobile Crime Scene as the sequel follow-up board game to the Biohazard in the Face game. Like that's pretty great. Like there's got to be something there. If Mannequin turned into an animal, do you have like a spiritual like beast of burden? I feel like you might be like a chameleon or something with all your range, but that might be a little bit hack.
I think maybe a chameleon. I don't know, man.
Ready? Lungfish. All sorts of environments, and you're perfectly good.
I think
if I was going to get really deep, then I'd have to. We're not going to.
Because we totally can.
We don't have the time.
I feel like, actually, I mean, this might be cliche or just run down, but I think cat.
A cat. But like drag makeup.
Yes, a cat with
Yeah,
drag.
a cat with like super expressive eyebrows.
Super
A
expressive.
hairless cat in drag makeup.
That's a
Very
perfect.
expressive eyebrow work because
No.
eyebrow is a part of mannequin. You must-
Awesome.
That's true. You
Have
ever
you-
see?
your brow game must be on point.
Oh man,
I won't lie. Listen, this over here was not all me though. I had the help of Leah, who is a licensed esthetician, so she helped me out a lot. But yeah, eyebrows, big thing in this band.
awesome. Okay, I was gonna hit the brow place.
Otherwise, how will you express yourself?
Ah, nice. Hey, have you
That was
seen
another
that?
Brian joke.
We're
That was
terrible.
another
We're
Brian
terrible.
joke.
We're terrible.
I dig it. No, I like it's. I love it. I love it.
So yeah, so cat, drag makeup, very expressive,
Yes.
expressive.
Very expressive eyebrows.
Like wants you to pet them, but still a little aloof, you know.
Oh yes.
Does its own thing.
Yeah.
Right. Oh, so
I know.
good. So
Yeah.
good. And that might also, in a weird way, be the D&D class. Like you've made up your own Dungeons and Dragons class of cat and drag. But no other stats needed than charisma.
I don't have much to say about the D&D. I'm not a D&D kind of guy.
No, he is. He absolutely is.
I
absolutely is.
am. Okay, I am. I guess
If you get him drunk enough,
All right.
that's true. Yeah, man.
you can roll the dice on him all day.
You are warriors anyway. You.
I'm sorry. What were you saying?
That was good. I talked over your joke. I was just gonna say you are warriors of sound any way you cut it, but yours was better.
That you'd make another Brian joke.
Yeah. Well.
Didn't mean to talk over your Brian joke. I'm sorry.
No, it wasn't very good. But you did talk about some merch stuff later. If there was any piece of mannequin merch, like in Dream Merch World.
Oh, absolutely. I think. Actually, I feel like we've talked about this before.
I think we have.
We have like the perfect piece of merch.
It's gonna.
Well, I know that you would want our own tampons. I know that he wants that. He's just all about the tampons, man.
They're fun.
Right.
You know? I feel like that would be it wouldn't be a bad merch because you always have it with you.
Yeah.
It's a very personal.
Oh,
And
that's good.
And it's
It's very personal.
And it's very versatile.
Very versatile.
Very good.
You have a bloody nose?
Yeah, right.
Tampon.
Not everybody needs to know that you have it. Only you do.
Yeah.
It's
And you
very
can-
useful.
And you can carry us around with you
Hmm.
inside of you, and no one will know.
Yeah.
Right.
Always have them.
Yeah.
They always have them. You know. What if
Right.
in a bathroom and then there's
Yeah.
another girl in trouble and she asks him, "Oh, do you have
Is-
a tampon?" It's like I absolutely do.
Got this.
And you're not only helping the girl out, but you're promoting us.
Exactly.
Genius.
Really.
Yeah, I would
don't-
legit look into that. That's
We
a
steal our
cool-
ideas, people.
Nobody else do it. That's a mannequin thing.
That's true.
Yeah.
It's out there now. Let it be known. Space Couch.
First heard it here.
Yeah.
You heard it here first on Space Couch. We'll also have that ready for Christmas. We'll put together a mannequin care package for you.
And also in Christmas, it's red. It's red, and you can get green ones.
That's-
Ah, see,
It'll be red and green. You're gonna put them in your children's stockings.
man,
Of Christmas
Hang
morning.
them on the tree.
Yeah,
it's
right.
gonna
Man,
be like
for your kids. It's gonna be
Yeah.
great. They're gonna love it.
Use them as a mistletoe.
oh, very
Man-
versatile.
Yeah, right.
Completely romantic.
You two can kiss underneath this tampon mannequin mistletoe. It's gonna be good. I feel like that's a good idea. That's a good idea. Can you take care of our child right now? Because
Absolutely.
I've been holding this damn child all fucking time.
You just don't.
I can hold more skulls.
Oh, so many skulls.
Got skulls for days, buddy.
You don't care for her the way you used to.
No, I don't. We're growing apart.
So I like to just because I'm kind of out of it in the world of pop culture. Have you guys seen anything movie-wise or Netflix-wise or reading anything you'd like to share with Space?
Ooh. Actually, I feel like I've seen some good stuff lately.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like Shit. Well, I mean, I don't know. This isn't on Netflix. I have a cracked Fire Stick. I don't know if you ever heard of those.
No.
A Fire Stick, but I saw you know that movie Glass
Yes.
that recently came out by M. Night Shyamalan.
Yeah.
I wanted to see that.
Really
up?
good.
Okay. All right. I'd heard. I wasn't quite sure. But yeah. I'll check it out.
Worth watch.
Awesome. I love it.
Good. Netflix wise, I think I watched all of my favorite things on Netflix already. Recently though, what has come? Oh, The Umbrella Corporation.
Yeah. Thumbs up on that.
Is that what it's called?
Yeah.
No,
The Umbrella Academy.
You're thinking of
Academy.
Resident Evil. I'm thinking of Resident Evil. Yeah.
Yeah.
The Umbrella Academy.
Yes. Before you get a job at the Umbrella Corporation, you have to graduate from the Umbrella Academy. But
yeah, that's true. You do. Have you seen that? Have you seen the Umbrella Academy?
No, I've heard it's good though.
Yeah, you should watch it. It's good. I liked it. I mean, I like superhero shit.
Yeah.
Not like nerd level like him and some other people that would just like, oh man, I like how they did this thing from the comic book, and be like, dude, I'm like the wrong person to talk to. That's not. I like seeing shit blow up.
I'm proud of it.
I like seeing things like, you know, I like good fight scenes. You know, I'm all over that shit. But I'm not a comic book reader.
I am, but I will not hold that against you. You're in 18 bands, and we may well see you next week because it is Fires on the Space Couch for the very first time.
That's true. Oh wait, we might actually do this in person.
Yes.
I wasn't sure if you were gonna want me back because
I want nothing else in my life.
I was just like, wait a second.
Put him back.
Yeah, right. I was just gonna. Yeah, no, like Adria was messaging the group chat, and I was like, oh, we can actually go there afterwards, and I was like, oh, but I'm gonna do it this week.
Well,
I want to be there.
Well, you have millions of things to talk about. That would be great. Second only to a mannequin tampon. What I want you here on the actual Space Couch.
I will make sure that he has. I'm gonna make a special gift for you, Brian, and he's gonna bring it to you.
Oh man, I am. So
you won't even know what's in there, but it'll be. And so when you open it, you have to promise me. When you open it, you have to open it on Space Couch, and instant reaction.
I'll be bringing
broadcasted live.
I will probably be using it.
I will sign. I hereby sign this in blood, pun intended.
That'll be next weekend's gonna be wicked fun, man. We have like I'm playing with Fires on Friday. Don't quote me. I think that's like 80% true.
Yes.
And then on Saturday I'll be playing with Panic Lift. And at the end of the Panic Lift set, something special will be happening.
Special things.
Yeah, a special thing will be happening on Saturday night, so I'll let the people that decide to come out, witness it. So, come out.
All right.
It's gonna be a packed show, man.
Otherwise, you won't know.
Yeah, it was.
Awesome.
I'll try to tape it. It'll be fun.
That's so cool, man. All sorts of wonderful information being disseminated here on Space Couch. Let's Convergence, baby. Ray, you're coming out, right? Yeah, Ray's gonna be there.
Oh wait, is Ray? Wait, can we?
Oh, there's people. Hey, look.
Oh, there's people commenting on this.
It's fucking Ralph.
Oh shit.
Oh, we got to give a shout out to Ralph.
Yeah, right. Ralph, what's up?
Ray Stage Productions.
I didn't even see comments on this thing. I didn't even realize we could see that.
Oh, sorry.
Ralph's our Muppet mannequin.
He's like our booking dude.
Yeah, he's our
helps
out. He's our booking guy. Yeah.
Yeah, no, Ralph, man.
Don't fuck with Ralph.
Yeah, don't fuck with
Ralph.
Throw a piano at you.
Yeah,
Big ups to Ralph.
No, Ralph's the man. That reminds me, I have to give him a call. There's a lot of updates.
Yeah, we gotta call Ralph. We're gonna call you.
I typically call Ralph on my commute from Akai. I'll be like on the phone. It's like, all right, I need to have like an hour-long conversation with Ralph. I'll keep him up to date with things. We talk about our days. He tells me if he had a bad day. I tell him I've had a bad day.
I have therapy sessions with Ralph in the back of cars.
Yep.
Late at night.
No, he's a good dude. He's a good dude.
All right, so Yes, you guys. I know you guys did Albany recently. That's cool. Love Albany, and
Yeah. I'm hoping to play there again soon, man. Those people are great. They have a great scene going on over there in Albany, you know. And it saves us.
They treat us very nicely.
They treat us very well, and we don't have to drive out to New York City, which is like a fucking even awesome. Don't get me wrong, I love playing New York City, but like driving to Albany is like
it's a much easier ride for us.
much much easier of a ride.
Word. Well, Providence. Actually, what's that?
We play a lot. We play more often in New York than we do.
Man.
In our own home state.
We don't play in Massachusetts that much.
I don't
we gotta do a show soon.
Yeah,
I would love that. I would love that.
We should just do some ridiculous collaboration sometime. Absolutely.
Hell yeah. I'll send you some loops or something.
Yes, do it.
Please.
Send it our way, please.
All right. I'm gonna wrap it up in a second, but I want to hit the big things, which is coming up real quick. Check out Mannequin with the 69 eyes and assorted acts. June or July for new Mannequin release. That's gonna be awesome. I think I pronounced it earlier at the top of the show. The video for anthropophobia.
Oh, yeah.
I fucked it up.
We wanted to come up with the catchiest thing possible. Yeah. That's what fell in our laps.
It's easy.
That will be out.
Yeah, so that we're actually the music video. I think we're actually gonna put that out sooner than was expected.
Yeah. Okay, well you got to hear a little taste.
There's some.
Yeah, so you'll probably see that out before the EP drops.
Word, and anything we get to talk over the end credits if you want, but love your work, man. Before you. Oh, thank you, Daniel.
Actually, there's one thing I wanted to mention.
Yeah.
There's a really awesome collab right now that we're working on.
Yes.
I was gonna say it's gonna be with Morris Black.
Cool.
It's gonna be the track is sounding so good right now. Expect that like later, maybe in the coming months.
Yeah, so we'll probably be dropping that before the EP as well.
Yeah, that's probably gonna come out before the EP. It's gonna be like its own thing. We're really excited to be working with Brian too. You know, he's a great dude. He's really good at he's been doing a good job of honing his sound. So it's really cool working with him to see how he's been working. It's gonna be a really really good track.
Yeah. You guys got a motor taking over the world over here. That's awesome. I love that. I love that. You are definitely not sitting around. But I mean, I do appreciate you sitting around for an hour with me on Space Couch. But you are getting it done. Man. All right. This is Brian for Mannequin and Space Couch out. So
later, guys. Thank you.
These are our ending credits with the theme song.
Roll it.
Oh man, this is now the Mannequin remix of the outro with the
yeah.
All right. Yeah. All right.